We all love bargains, and that's probably why you do watch this channel, because I try not to go over the $100 mark on watches too often. And so, what I've got for you today are 11 watches that have been comprehensively reviewed by myself in 2024, and these watches have really left a mark. They are good quality, lots of premium components, the refinement is amazing, and their features are really good, but they are very budgetly priced. So the 11 watches we'll be discussing today cost anywhere between $45 to $130. That's that. So the links to all of the watches we'll be discussing today will be in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. And now let's take a look at these 11 watches. The most expensive watch in this collection is the Honeycomb dial titanium masterpiece from Boderry, $128. This Boderry sea turtle diver is considered a luxury item by the micro brand, and I fully agree with that. It is indeed a luxury watch. The wide stance of the lugs, the notchy grooves of the 120 click bezel, and the larger than average screw and crown offer a rugged and adventurous appearance, yet it's tamed and even elevated to an elegant timepiece with the glossy bezel and the honeycomb dial pattern. The watch is offered in bronze or titanium, no stainless steel options. Considering the watch also features a screw-down case back, the water resistance rating is 100 meters. There are about 5 or 6 dial color variations available: green, turquoise, burgundy, blue, and this classic black version we have with us. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 41 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 47 millimeters, a height of 11.7 millimeters, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. I simply love how well it sits on my relatively slender 6.5-inch wrist. The rubber strap is flexible and convenient. I like that it's a quick release strap as well. Even the signed buckle is made from titanium. The sapphire crystal on here is 2.5 millimeters thick. Combined with the titanium case, it creates a mammoth of durability and scratch resistance. On top of it all, it is powered by Seiko's NH35 self-winding automatic movement, featuring 24 joules, 42 hours of power reserve, and 21,600 beats per hour. So $128 for this piece. For number 2, we've got the Addiesdive AD2048. This field watch cost me $60. This is actually a 2024 model, so brand new to the market. And the Addiesdive does not skim on perks. It gets an automatic movement, specifically the NH35. There are 2 dial colors available, the ivory white or the black, and either on a leather strap or a stainless steel bracelet. The bracelet gets high tolerances and great fluidity of the links. The clasp is signed and the wing is milled. 200 meters of water resistance provided via screw and crown and a screw-down case back. Sapphire crystal is also in the package. In regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 39 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 48 millimeters, a height of 12, and a lug width of 20 millimeters, tapering down to 16 millimeters at the clasp. The weight without removing any of the links is 150 grams. Also, do note the date window at 3 o'clock. That is very good because that really increases the practicality aspect of this watch. So for $60, we get an all-day, everyday wearer. At number 3, we've got the Rollstimi with us. We get plenty of premium components. Firstly, it's powered by an automatic movement, the Japanese 24 joules NH35. We get sapphire crystal. 100 meters of water resistance is warranted by a signed screw and crown and a screw-down case back. Another strong point towards this watch is its great luminosity. So we get bright blue lume on the dial as well as the bezel elements. And as we can see, the brightness is good, the longevity is excellent. This watch is a fully stainless steel construction. The clasp and the folding wing are actually milled. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 40 millimeters, a height of 12 millimeters, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. The only downside that I can see on this watch is the lug-to-lug length, which is quite significant at 53.3 millimeters. The weight, without removing any links, is 185 grams. The bezel rotation on the watch is stupendously good. There is distinctive ratchet during rotation, the clicks are precise, there is hardly any backplay, resistance during the rotation is consistently heavy and feels of quality. This Rollstimi RT7910 is a value buy and is also a fresh model for 2024. Baltany does manage to transpire the air of this unique and one-of-a-kind design, where center stage is the unconventional dial orientation, featuring an off-center crown positioned at 1 o'clock as well. On one side the look is so distinctive, while on the other it is actually so much more convenient for everyday use. The clean dial is offered in a brushed black or ivory white with classic Arabic numerals and a small second subdial at 4 o'clock. This VD78 quartz variant for $127 offers exaggerated brigade hands with those circles close to the tips. This is a budget-priced masterpiece. Now, of course, anything over $100, especially on this channel, is not that budget, but is still relatively budget, right? For $127, we are getting something really special. The 9.1mm case height, a lug-to-lug length of just 44mm, and a case width of 38mm make for a very elegant piece. The way it sits on my wrist is just magical, considering my wrist size of 6.5 inches is rather slender. There are no overhangs. This leather bracelet is absolutely amazing. The vintage feel to it, it is genuine leather. It feels it and it looks it. On top we get sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. Corgeut tries to level down with the awesome looks, but obviously lesser technological prowess. The watch for some $50 offers sapphire crystal, a fully stainless steel construction, screw-down case back, and a screw-on crown. The exhibition case back offers a peek at the Seiko NH35 self-winding automatic movement. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 41mm, a height of 11mm, a lug-to-lug length of 48.2, a lug width of 20mm, and a weight of 155 grams. A stunning piece that not only gets a luxurious form factor and premium components, but also on the wrist it looks like a very dear and expensive piece. No bling. The brushed surfaces make for a practical and toned down classy accessory look. The 45-degree angle bevels between the tall and lean flanks to the short and curved lug hoods add a level of complexity that's really not expected at this $50 price point. The 3-link stainless steel bracelet also surprises with its good fluidity and link articulation, while the tolerances are uncompromised, so really good here. The brushed vertical finish of the links make the integration of inverted end links and the head seamless. Another significant wow factor is the presence of half links on this bracelet. For $50 we are getting a piece that looks, feels and wears much more expensive. We've got a Leftie self-winding automatic GMT watch, and once again at $50 this is a bargain price. The rotating unidirectional ceramic bezel is bicolored. The look gives away the inspiration with ease, I presume, I hope. I actually wanted a Leftie watch for quite some time, but I couldn't quite find what I was looking for in the right budget. Usually they're way over $100 on AliExpress. But $50, we're getting on an automatic. Fine, it's not the NH34, this is the Chinese pearl movement. We are getting sapphire crystal, 120 click unidirectional bezel, stainless steel construction. Well, I'll tell you all about it. But $50, and most importantly a GMT watch, this is very impressive. We get a signed screw-in crown and an exhibition case back. The signed and decorated rotor allows for a glimpse to the cogs, gears and the balance wheel of the pearl automatic movement. The piano black dial is protected via sapphire crystal and a sapphire cyclops above the date window at 3 o'clock. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 40.5mm, a lug-to-lug length of 49.8mm, a height of 12.3 or 13.6mm with the cyclops. The lug width here is 20mm and a weight of 150 grams. The brushed and polished surfaces provide for enticing light play across the case. Then the Jubilee style bracelet adds to the luxurious aspirations of the watch. The tolerances are not superior, yet the fluidity and link articulation will ensure a comfortable fit as the bracelet links drape your wrist. The folding clasp is milled and signed, and of course, the elephant in the room is the GMT functionality, an absolute must for the dual time zone coverage. All this for $50. Another Pagani Design for $55 this time. This is a Panny Boy homage. The PD1667 is more assertive and sporty rather than the elegant pieces we've had before. The wide stance of the squarish case design with the U-shaped midsection, prominent and bold, the side flank is inscripted with the brand name, and the result is very interesting indeed. The 120-click unidirectional steel bezel is decorated with 9 embossed steel pips and 3 loomed pips. The diver-styled circular hour indices are an interesting look on a square frame within a circular dial. Notice the small seconds dial at 9 o'clock, once more making this piece much more thrilling than the usual look. Although my favorite feature is the power reserve dial at 3 o'clock. The watch offers sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance by way of a screw and crown, and a screw-down exhibition case back. The exhibition back looks breathtaking due to a decorated and open-looking rotor. The canvas strap is 22 millimeters wide and meaty. The signed pin buckle finish complements the brushed surfaces of the case. For $55, in my humble opinion, this piece is a bargain. We have a Sugess SG640 version 2. This is an automatic chronograph watch powered by Seagull ST1901 manual winding automatic. A bold and beautiful design, no doubt. This watch is paying tribute to the Breitling Top Time Deuce, and Sugess have created a following for many good reasons, one of which though is this alluring and awe-inspiring homage. The design is inspired by motorbike racing. With regards to the dimensions, we get diameter of 40 millimeters, a height of 13 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 47 millimeters, and a lug width of 20 millimeters, with a weight of 80 grams on this perforated leather strap. Sugess offers a myriad of dial color variations and straps to match. I brought in the timeless classic look though. The golden beige with black subdials under a domed sapphire crystal, the squarish minute and hour hands are brutal and contrast the elegance and chic of the polished case and the elongated lugs. Another point of interest on the dial is the lightning seconds pointer, bright orange, prominent and so legible. With regards to the loom, the indices and hands get loomed apply, yet the hands perform way better with significant brightness and longevity. On the back we have another big win for Sugess, a very special looking exhibition case back, displaying the decorated and majestic engine room, with Seagull's ST1901 manual wind mechanism, 29 joules, beating at 21,600 beats per hour, it gets a 45-hour power reserve. I have ordered in the swan neck version, which I'll tell you about in the comprehensive review. For $120, this is a horological masterpiece. Corgeut 2029 is a GMT watch powered by NH34, featuring all the bells and whistles we expect on budget luxury timepieces: sapphire crystal, stainless steel construction, screw and crown and screw down case back, a milled and signed clasp with 3 micro adjustments, and of course a decent water resistance, like this 100 meters. Another standout feature is the case size. Having a diameter of just a smidge above 39 millimeters on this NH34 GMT make it for a nimble and robust size, which stands apart from many other similar watches from other micro brands. The classic white dial with the orange arrow GMT hand looks sharp. The Cyclops at 3 o'clock provides the 2.5 times magnification we expect, and importantly, it's also sapphire glass like the rest of the crystal. For $80, the watch smells like a bargain to me. We've got the Khruodland Retro Shockmaster 300, inspired and homages the vintage Omega Seamaster 300. In regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 41.7 millimeters, a height of 12.9 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 48.2 millimeters, a lug width of 20 millimeters, and a weight of 80 grams on this suede stitched strap. The Khruodland Retro Shockmaster 300 is a self-winding automatic powered by NH35. It transpires the air of that retro diver feel. The suede stitched leather straps are befitting that look. 200 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal, and of course, the dial with the Anchor logo. Priced at $130, it seems like a really good price for this watch at this refinement level. The finishing on the case, the bezel, the dial is something else. Firstly, the lume is applied to the dial elements as well as the bezel markings. The brightness and longevity are above all expectations. Really impressed with the layout as well. The bezel action is another winner. The sound is ratchety with a steely note. The clicks are precise, hardly any backplay at all. The boxy sapphire crystal protrudes a slight bit above the bezel for that retro look, but not too high, and keeps the overall watch height manageable at just 30mm. But the dial texture and amber crystal-like pattern is where the watch shines most. A rare design of the dial where the darker shade of amber brown fades to a lighter shade on the periphery. Usually it's the other way around. The crystals reflect and enjoy light play, creating a warm and adventurous feeling. For $130, this is quite a marvel. This turquoise dial and bezel is a new combination for the Steeldive SD1953. A turquoise sunburst dial and sky blue ceramic bezel insert are all about summer vibes. A bright and fun piece with very serious intentions, considering the 300 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal and sapphire cyclops. A screw-in crown and screw-down case back. The SD1953 model has a whole fan base, with owners looking for unique colorways of their iconic homages, and that's both the dials, the bezels and the strap options. Powered by NH35 with 24 joules, 21,600 beats per hour, a 42 hours power reserve and the magic lever make this for a very robust timepiece, especially if we consider the very affordable $75 price point. The milled clasp is signed with the Steeldive logo and emblem. The milled fold-over wing is also signed. A fun yet serious piece of kit. Once again, for $75 seems like a good price. So what did you think? These 11 watches, are they worth your while? Because in my opinion, they're really good. Well, they are my favorites. And I've reviewed a lot of watches. Just in this year alone, I've done around 190 odd videos. So that's probably around 150 single watches, not comparisons or anything like that. So these 11 watches do make probably less than 10% of the full bunch of watches I've reviewed, and they've left that mark of premiality for a very good price, a bargain price. Anyways, the links to all the listings that we've been discussing today will be in the description below the video. Do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. Now, the links there, they are the affiliate links, meaning if you make a qualified purchase, I will be getting some kickback from AliExpress. It won't cost you anything, but it helps me get the commission in so I can buy more watches and review for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.